Hi guys, I wanted to do the rewrapping of the Tree of Life, and I used a cup for this, but you can just as well use one of these. It's kind of big if you like big pendants. It's basically going to be the same, just a little bit different than last time. I got a really thick wire here that's 1 centimeter. It's silver wire, and I hope I can stay in focus this time. That will be definitely different. So right now I'm struggling with my silver wire, and what I want is I want this to be able to be about that size. You need to overlap a little bit. So I need to see where I need to cut off about here. And it's hard to keep that round. When you're done, you need to bend it a little bit. Try to bend that back in the round shape that you want it. Okay, now first, try and get that somewhat in a round shape. Now first I'm going to turn this one up like that. Then I'm going to go a little further down. I am going to make the loop, big loop, so that the cord can go through it. Make sure that that is done okay, like that. I got sort of a loop that goes like this. Oh, maybe it will be better on black. There. That's the way my loop looks now. And now this one needs to go around. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to just curl that around like that. And this one needs to go around here. Now you gotta straighten that out like that. And close that up. And now you just gotta sort of bend it in position so that it doesn't look weird. And this is a little bit of practicing. I've seen people wrap it around. You can do that too, but this wire is so thick it's very hard to do. I pretty much got my loop. And as I said, but we're going to be pulling on that. And this one is the front, so this one needs to go that way. Make sure that that is straight. There. Close that up. Every time it's a struggle, but okay, pretty much got it. So this is the back, and this will be the front. And next I got some wire, and I have no idea how thick it is, but this is the wire that florists use, okay? So that's pretty cool. I hope to get a darker brown soon, more tree color. And what you need is about this much length, just like a little overlapping right here. And the rest we'll cut off later, or wrap it around. And what I do is I go around about 3 or 4 times here. It doesn't matter how many times you go around, as long as that is tight. Might as well do that on the side. 1, 2, 3. And then I found out that the best way to get that last part around is to just go with the flow. Put your flat nose pliers on there and just kind of twist it around. And that hopefully that will help with my nails. Now you got to push everything together like that, and you got one on there. Now it depends on how many you want on there, how many branches you want. Last time I did 11, and I think I will see how far I can get this time. So basically just do a couple of them until you get maybe 9 or 11. It all depends on what you want, but make sure that you got a couple of them. So best thing to do is when you cut that off, by the way, is to, you know, measure that by the other ones. Just kind of put them next to each other. Oh, measure, cut, and do that about 11 times. And you also need, if you're going to do 11, you also need 11 for the other side, so you might as well do another 21 if you're going to do 11. And if you do 9 on one side, then you need 9 and 8. 4, and I'll get back to you when I'm done with all that. So I got 11 here in total, but first I'm going to see if that will fit, because I don't want to go lower than here, so I'm going to try and see if that will fit. So you can put that one up like that, so it's out of the way, and you can just put that one around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and depending on how many curls you make, that has to do with the distance between the two branches that you're going to be doing. So I'm going to put that all together. Oh. And this is really costing you your nails or your nail polish. Or your nails and your nail polish, but right now I haven't figured out how to do that without damaging my nail polish yet. Any suggestions are very welcome. Use thinner thread. Yes, that could be a very good option. Okay, I'm gonna just move that over to the fellow next to that. One, there. I got 2. And I'm just going to turn that up again and at the next one. So just add how many you like, how far you want to go down, and yeah, then do the other side. Haha, I figured it out. How to not damage your nail polish. First you go around, do that first thing. And turn that around, because you don't want that to pinch in your skin, especially not if you're wearing these on a bare skin, or if you're selling these and somebody's going to wear them on a bare skin. I just hold that with my pliers instead of using my nails now, and I got like a empty piece of oh, actually, this is for what goes around here. Well, not on the fire line, but you know, on the nylon thread. So now I'm good. I'm good. I got it. That will help my fingers so much. So let me show you what I did again. I wrap this thingy around. Right there. Now I'll take my pliers in my left hand, and although I'm not left-handed, I can hold something like that. And I took this thing and I just shoved it over there like that. And now I just slide them back. So, yay for finding out how to do that. I'm very happy about that. I just need that to go in a little bit more. There. Make sure that doesn't hurt. No, that's cool. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got a couple more to go. Gonna pause you guys. Okay, I got 11 here. Now I need 11 here. So, I'll see you when I have done that. And it just works the same way as the other one worked. Now on the other side, I'm turning it around because to push forward like that doesn't really work. So I need to hold it like that. This is the left side. And I'm going to push that one right into there. And then get that. Push that back into position over there. Because I can't hold it the other way because I'm pushing forward like that. That wouldn't work. Okay, wire spaghetti. I'm going to use jade, and these stones are a little smaller than the other ones. And the first thing I want to do is I want to use 2 branches from each side. I also slip my wire over the loop there. You don't have to, only if you want to. So I'm going to use 2 of these and slip my jade on there. Because I really like jade too. I like all those stones, so I really like those. I already done some other, what are they called? Gemstones? No, they're not gemstones. Anyway, I like these. So I got 5 here, maybe 6, because they're smaller. You know, you can do some more of them. Smaller chips, that is. Okay, I got about 7 on there. And it doesn't really matter how many you put on there. You can put 3 on there, you can put 5 on there. Just as the basics are the same. So that basically means never put the same amount on each side. That's the smartest plan. And in the other video I did one side first, but now I'm going to go from left to right. So these are not the same length, and you're gonna just grab them together and twist them, okay? And twist them close to the stones. Make it a good twist so that those stones get together. And it's like you can pull them, open them up like that, so it's easier to twist them. But they will close up as you go along. But that's okay. You can just open them up again. Give them a good twist. Don't make them look too fancy. You don't want that. So I got my first 2 on there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up another left one. And I'm going to put some stones on there. And I'm going to twist this one in here also. But I'm going to twist that along. I just want to, like a rough twist, like that. I don't want it to look too neat, just a rough twist. Okay, now I'm going to pick up 3 on the left side. I'm going to put my stones on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiny little jades. And I'm gonna put a couple on here. This is the second one. About 5. I'm gonna put a couple of more on here. And you can take 3, you can take 2, you can take 1, whatever you like. It's all up to you. In branches, when you twist them up, only if you have 1, you can't really twist that up. So now I'm gonna pick these 3 up. And do that in camera view, Jana. Okay, and I'm gonna twist it. And if that's difficult to do, to twist 3 of them, just grab your pliers. And don't cut your stones like I just did, but just twist that up. Just a bit. And then do the rest with your fingers. Very hard to even twist them with pliers. Especially without banging into your camera. So you get the second one. And now take the first one and the second one and twist those. 1, 2. There we go. Not too far. You want to twist another one along. And I'm going to take another 2 now on this side. Fill that up. 2 hearts content. It's a nice green tree. I wanted to add some red beads and make it sort of an apple tree, but might not do the jade justice. So jade is good for green leaves. Very healthy tree of life. And I'm going to twist those up. And this is kind of cool. If you got one that is like, it's got a little bit of space, then it's like another branch going out. So you can actually force that also, like that branch coming together over there. Twisting that. See, now it's kind of a sort of a loose branch there. I kind of like that effect too. And if you don't like it, well, you can always twist it up further. But I kind of like that, so I kind of want to keep that in there. Like that. And you can twist your branches as you want already, you know. They don't have to look perfect. But I do like them when they're kind of neat and together. But, you know, this one still has to be twisted with the next one. I'm gonna do another 2. I want that one to be underneath here. There. And now I want some more, just one more. You don't want to do this too pretty, because if you try to do it really pretty, then sometimes it just doesn't work out, you know. You just got to go with the flow and see how it works. You really don't need to do a thing in your head like where you're already designing it. Basically what you need to do is like, okay, I want to do that tree and I want to use these beads, and that's it. And you just go. And see what happens, and from there on do the rest. Okay, now I'm gonna twist these two guys, and I'm gonna grab the other guys and I'm gonna twist those. And now I'm gonna grab these fellers and just kind of twist that around for now. That's going to be twisted further later on. So now I got 3 more fellas that I want to twist. And I'm going to do this 2 and 1. And I'm going to do that twist. Again, showing a little bit of the branch of the second one. And then I'm going to twist that one in there. Could have grabbed them all 3 together, but I didn't want to do that. So 5, and I'm going to fill this one up to the branch. Like that. And I'm going to twist that in there as a 3rd one. And I'm going to pull that up a little bit like that and give that a twist in there. I'm going to get the other one out. Maybe have a twist in there a little bit. So you can do whatever you like. Get that one out. Twist that up with this one. Just a wee bit. Also a good plan. And then give it a little twist over here. So now you can finish up that part, if you like, that is. And you can also bend the branches a little bit the way you want them. If they look too neat, just, you know, take your pliers and kind of go around or turn that loose again and give that a little bit more of a bit of space. You can do a lot with it, and that's the fun of it. I'm doing more with it now than I did with the last one because I figured I can play with it a little bit more now. I like that. And I'm going to do, I like that a lot better, you know, it doesn't look so neat as the other one. I'm gonna pull that out a little bit like that, or maybe a little bit more in like that. So I'm going to do the other side now, and yeah, wrap that in there. Get that all together. You can branch that out a little bit if you want. Branch it in, whatever you like. It's really pretty. I love it with the jade. It really becoming a tree. Okay, so I would say pause me now till you got all your branches set, and then we're gonna twist. Now if you want that tire swing, you gotta make sure that that last one is positioned just right. And what I mean with just right is it's gotta be straight, because your tire swing will be hanging up, of course, in a certain position, so you can't have a tree branch that is going diagonal up. So you gotta have some sort of an idea on what to do with that last one. First, of course, you twist it. And that last one is sort of all by itself, and it's gonna be branched with the two former ones, but it's sort of straight, as you can see. It's like you gotta have that bend in there for that tire. Okay, and now we twist these. And get that so that can have that swing. Bend that out there a bit. Okay, and now we just twist that. Keep that together, and now we twist everything. And because you want that swing here, you got to make sure that that tree is not in the way. If you want to curve that tree a little bit, to make sure that you got the room for the swing. And if you don't like the way it's been curved, then you just uncurve it and maybe do a couple of curves in the branches themselves a little further. You can go whatever you like with this, you know, it's very easy. And it will always look good. I mean, there's almost no way you can make it look bad. Well, I said almost, because I've seen some bad ones out there. But I think people just don't grasp the idea behind it, on how it exactly works. So you can do bend in, bend back, and okay, I just don't want to make it look too clean. And you can't go twist it in too far either, because you need your branches. There. Now, last time I wasn't too smart. I did the outside branches first, but I think it's better to just do the inside branches first. And then just work your way to the outside. Let's kind of split that up in two. And twist that. And make this, oh, here we go again. Keep bumping into that camera. Branch that. Oh dear. Might want to branch that a little closer together. And that's hard, because you got a whole bunch of those wires. But let's see if we can get that a little closer. There we go. And if not, just go over that again. It would be cool if I could branch it all the way to the end there. Might be easier to do that the other way around, like that. Pull that in there. I'm going to cut these off. I don't want to hurt my fingers too much, and I'm just going to push that around a bit more, and then I'm just going to twist that up in there. And make sure that nothing sticks out, so that your skin doesn't get damaged by the sticky out parts. There. Okay, I got one branch, but it looks kind of neat, so we're gonna just kind of curve it a little bit. Do this one. Twist it up a little bit. Get that up, in, twist it around. Also, it might be easier if you just cut that off straight away, so it won't hurt your fingers so much. There. Got me a fancy branch. And maybe go that up a little bit more. Doing the last one. Cut that off. I think I'll go around this branch one more time. Kind of fancy that up. All tangled up. And get that branch in there. Okay. Pulling this last one through. Pulling them tight. because you don't want it to look too clean. Just needs to, you know, not hurt, but don't make it look too clean. Because you want them to look like roots. Okay, last one. I think I will just kind of cool. Kind of open that up, make that a little thinner. Basically split that in half as easily as possible. Not that easy. Got it. So I'm gonna go up here. And again, you need some room. You can't go too far because you need to have that swing there. So you can't go too crazy. I think it's pretty neat with all them roots. Okay. Cut that off, a little shorter. Slide that in. Check, check, check. If nothing is hurting, check up here. There's a little thingy. Yep, everything feels good now. And here's my branches. And I think I will split that up too a little bit. There. You can just play with those pliers and, you know, give it a little bit more of a twist and turn here and there. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, and now we need to hang a swing right here. So let's go do that. Now for the tire swing, you need about the same amount as wire that you used for one of the trees. And just put an uneven amount of wire on that thread I got 7 here. You got to be able to imagine how that will look when you get 2 layers, because there's another other round of seed beads coming after this one, and it's kind of hard. Maybe it's easier to put it on here and just make it go round first. There. And now maybe get those back and just kind of get those close together, as close as possible, like that. So that would be my inside of my tire. Now I'm gonna twist this around just one time, and I'm gonna pick up a couple more to go around that. These are seed bead size 11, by the way, and make that fit around like that. Just bend it that way and make sure that you fill it up as much as possible. And when you do your second round, you might still find that that's too big, and then you know you need to use 5 seed beads instead. So I got the tire here. I think that's okay in size. A couple more seed beads. And just bend it around with the other one. A couple more. And that's the one. And then just twist that wire and make sure that that is nicely twisted all the way to the tire. So just grab both sides. Oh, that's actually too big, now that I noticed that. I could do with a couple of less seed beads. So this is also measuring and testing how big that needs to be. But they gotta be tight. There. Maybe 1 seed bead more. And twist that. Got your tire swing. Yeah, that's about the right size. And just twist that, and twist that really good. Better than you did your trees. And try and keep it flat. And watch out that you don't break any seed beads. And make sure that you still have a hole in there. Flatten it out again. And when I did this the first time, I did break some seed beads, so you gotta be careful, because if you do, you have to start over again. And just twist that really good. Okay, now this is way too long, of course. It's got to go right there. You can't cut that off. Everything is nicely twisted now. And you got to go in here and find that size where you want it to hang. And then you just pull that down like that. Depends on where you exactly want it. You might want to adjust the branch a little bit more. Get that up maybe a little higher. And say, okay, this is where I want it. Or hang that tire a little lower. Like that. I think that's good. And now you just twist the wire around. And try and keep it in place, and it's not as easy as it looks. I can tell you that much. Especially the smaller the pendant, the more difficult it is to do. But if you want it, there you have it. Get that wire in there again. I'm just going to pull it through with my pliers. Now you got to close that up. You don't want a big loop showing. You got to close it up real good. And go there again. And just kind of make this wire go with the rest of the branch. Hang your tire straight. And just wrap that around. I want to pull that tight because I don't want any fake branch popping out of there, if you know what I mean. I'm just going to go around the tree now and just going to go pretend it's part of the tree. And get those sharp edges away. Making them part of the tree. Now, straighten that out, and if you have a bigger tree, then you can wrap some green around it, you know, like pretend it's really old, but this is basically the simple way. And on the other picture I just did that with the wrapping around some green seed beads, but I found those green seed beads were a little bit too big. You can hang that up a little bit higher, or, you know, just adjust it. Gonna adjust my branches a little bit. Pretty neat. What do you think? Pretty cool. So this is the tutorial that shows you a little bit more branches instead of just 2 branch outs. Everything is a little bit more evened out, and I like this. I love this. I'm gonna just give that a little twist. And get those in there. There. All done. I'm pretty happy with it. can also slide this down a little bit further if you want. I think that would be pretty cool to get those branches down a bit. And if your tire swing is up too high, you can always just kind of go around and wrap it one down. But I think it's a good, it's on a good length right now. Maybe, let's see what will happen. No, that's cool too. I think I'll leave it like that. So, yeah, that's basically it. Make sure that that comes down pretty straight. Bend that down good. And that's pretty much it. So you have to adjust and look what looks best when you put your tire swing on, and how high you want it and where you want it. You can also hang it, of course, inside the branches. That will be cool too, like it coming out of outside of the leaves. That will be good too. So I hope you like it, guys. I hope I stayed in better focus, and yeah, have some fun with it. You know, I've seen trees down with birds in them. I've seen trees down with birds' nests in them, and pretty cool, all kinds of. I've seen them with without leaves actually, or you know, without being blossoming, with just the wires all by themselves with moons behind them, you know. So that's pretty cool too. Just look them up on Google. Just push in Tree of Life and then just Google the pictures, and you will see what I mean. And there's some really cool ones out there. And just use your imagination. Okay. Bye, guys.